Liam reveals some juicy Critical Role Campaign 4 secrets, Matt Mercer has another new project, and D&D returns to Magic the Gathering.
I thought we were playing Magic the Gathering tonight. I am hoping we still may.
Before we talk Campaign 4 secrets and new D&D settings, why not take a second to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help us keep these videos coming? It only takes a second and it really does help us out. And then, let's dive into the news. Liam O'Brien sat down for a fireside chat with the critters over on Beacon, and he dropped some big secrets about Campaign 4 during his time in the comfy chair. When it came to his character Hal, Liam had a lot of new info to share, including that he intentionally went into Campaign 4 looking to not make one of his classic sad boy characters, and wanted Hal to have had a great life and a great relationship with the mothers of his children, and just be a well-adjusted, happy man for once. In fact, it was actually Brennan who suggested that Hal should be the brother of Theotzi, and then of course Brennan proceeded to kill him in the first scene of Campaign 4. So the only real tragedy in Hal's life didn't even come from Liam. He also revealed that the reason he swore off bards for so long was because Sam did such an amazing job as Scanlan in Campaign 1, and that Liam is one of the group's only non-singers, along with Marisha. But after 10 years he felt like he was ready for a change, and he really wanted to be a character who could explore his personal love of theater and acting, and so a bard suddenly made perfect sense and didn't require him to sing. And speaking of Scanlan, Liam also told us that for the first time ever, Sam did not use Liam's suggestion as the basis for his character, as Liam had suggested Sam play a dwarven warlock. But instead, Sam created an entire religion and WICANDER all from scratch on his own, and Liam couldn't be any more proud of his friend for doing it. The other big tidbit from Campaign 4, besides the fact that Hal is not among the 5'11" club, but instead a mighty 6'2", was his reveal that he was worried that his backup character, who he didn't create until after the campaign started, intrigued Brennan so much when he showed it to his DM that he's now worried that Brennan has a target on Hal to try and get Hal in the ground so that Liam's backup character can join the game. Liam also apparently runs a Curse of Strahd campaign for some of the Critical Role staff, as Danny joked about bringing garlic snacks to him so he'd go easier on them in the Strahd campaign, and honestly Liam does kind of seem like the perfect DM for a game of Strahd. All in all, it was another great fireside chat, and we encourage you to hit up Beacon and watch the full video for yourself.
There is poetry in misery.
D&D is finally returning to more Magic the Gathering settings, as they have just released a new Lorwyn First Light sourcebook over on D&D Beyond. Based on the popular Lorwyn and Shadowmoor plane of Magic the Gathering, which may have even more complex and deep setting lore than even Dungeons & Dragons at this point, Lorwyn/Shadowmoor is a plane that switched between night and day every 300 years, with Lorwyn, the focus of this new sourcebook, being the day part of that cycle, and featuring tons of Fey influence and a total lack of humans. This new book also brings with it several new species, including a Lorwyn version of the Changeling that has several major differences from the Eberron version you're familiar with, and Rhymekin, who are sort of ice-based humanoids, along with both Lorwyn and Shadowmoor lineages for the Elven species. It also includes new backgrounds and feats tied to the strange duality of night and day found in Lorwyn, and you can access it all right now on D&D Beyond for $15. And if D&D is opening up new Magic the Gathering based settings again for the first time in several years, you can probably expect a Shadowmoor based book dealing with the night cycle of this mysterious plane sometime in the not too distant future over on D&D Beyond. And finally, Matt Mercer has a lot more free time now that Critical Role Campaign 4 has split into its various tables, who each get their own time in the campaign spotlight, and especially with Brendan Lee Mulligan taking over Matt's time-consuming DM duties as well. He's appeared in multiple actual play guest spots, and even taken on a role as Omendron's son in the new Daggerheart version of Acquisitions Incorporated, but now the Critical Role star is getting to show off his impressive singing talents in a new music video with Whitney Avalon. The music video, called The Joy You Spark, is a love song to the sheer amount of crap a couple can accumulate over their lifetime that's just too hard for them to toss away, like old blenders and novelty glassware. The song, which you can watch over on Whitney Avalon's official YouTube channel, shows off the impressive vocal range of Mercer and provides a lot of laughs in the process.
I won't betray you after all this time together.
So So if you've only ever heard Matt belt out a few verses of Ruby of the Sea, head on over and listen to how much singing talent he truly has, now that he's escaped the everyday grind behind the DM screen of Critical Role. And that's all we have for this week on Tabletop News Tuesday. Let us know what your favorite story was down in the comment section, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.